Hi everybody, my name's Lucinda Winter and I'm the Executive Director at Sustainable Farming Association here in Minnesota. I'm here with my friend Beth Dooley, and Beth Dooley is a James Beard award-winning food writer and a huge advocate and evangelist for regenerative agriculture. So Beth, what was it, a couple years ago now, you worked with the University of Minnesota Press, and you wrote The Perennial Kitchen, which we see right here, which is, as much it is a cookbook, it's also sort of a call to arms around having regenerative products in your pantry, learning how to use them, and the benefits, you know, the rewards of that, both taste-wise, but also ecologically. It's a great book. I have it myself. This book has a lot, the cookbook has a lot of, number of recipes that involve Kernza. And I'm curious why you selected the three we're going to feature today.
Well, it's interesting because it's such a versatile grain. It makes a fabulous pilaf, for instance. It makes a wonderful shortbread, as you said, or cookies. And it's really terrific as a flour because it's a flour that has flavor. And when you think about flours, most of them don't at all. So you can taste the nuttiness, the wheatiness in that flour.
Let's stop for a second and get into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about each of these three dishes and how good it tastes.
Yeah. I'm so excited about this pasta. It's from Patagonia Provisions.
Wow. Okay. So I only knew them for outerwear before I started working with sustainable farming, and now it's beer, it's pasta. They're really into this, and we're happy about that. So.
They are. They're into climate-friendly foods, and Kernza, as you know, is the most climate-friendly. But I love this pasta. It is a little different. It cooks just like regular pasta, but you'll notice it's a little firmer, which is great because I'm just going to stir some pesto in it for a pasta salad, and we're going to smush it around and hit it with a little hazelnut oil. Then this is going to live in the fridge because I'm not going to have it until tomorrow, and you can't do that with most pastas. It'll be like a big ball of gum if you do it with other kinds of pastas, but this is delicious because it stands up. And I'm going to throw a little bit of the hazelnut oil in.
So you're really working with the nutty flavor profile that this rotini has.
Absolutely.
Which is a little different from pastas that don't have a flavor profile.
That's right.
And it smells absolutely fantastic.
That's exactly right. It's a beautiful pairing. And then I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of local feta cheese, a little goat cheese, and then a few chopped up parsley flakes. And I can eat this now, or I can cover it and put it in the fridge, and it'll be great the next day, which you can't do with most pastas.
Exactly. Kernza grain is an amazingly versatile staple for your perennial pantry.
It is, and that's why I love it, because you can make a big pot of it and then use it in several different ways. Here, I'm going to use it for breakfast, then I'm going to make a pilaf, and then I can also throw it into soups and casseroles, anything you'd use brown rice in, or pasta, but the beauty of it, again, is that it stands up. It's not going to get gummy or fall apart. And so here, I'm just going to, it's still warm, I'm just going to put it in a dish, and I'm going to cover it with a little bit of whole milk yogurt, because I'm always in too much of a hurry for breakfast, and this is going to make an amazing breakfast. It's really nutritious.
That's something I was going to ask you about, and maybe we could talk about that just for a sec. What's the flavor? Is there a nutritional advantage to Kernza?
I think there is. Over, say, rice, it has more protein in it, and it's a little lower in glycemic, and so you're not going to get that rush that you often get from pasta or certainly from a processed food. You know, it's a whole grain, so it takes a little longer to digest, and it's absolutely delicious.
And a good way to start your day then, because you're starting with a slow burn in terms of your good.
Exactly
okay.
Right. Exactly
Very
right.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
and what are you making next?
Okay, next we're going to take, again, this whole grain Kernza, and we're just going to put it in a dish for a pilaf. I'm going to top it with a little bit of, this is a roasted celeriac, which is so lovely, and people don't think to use it, especially in the winter. And then I'm going to throw some chopped radish on there and drizzle it with a little bit of oil and vinegar dressing. It's just apple cider vinegar and some hazelnut oil. And again, we've got this really pretty simple easy pilaf.
It looks great.
Yeah, thanks.
And you could add anything into that.
Totally. Use your leftover vegetables from the night before. Use whatever salad greens you have. It's great with roasted vegetables. It also makes a nice cold salad. So throw whatever you like on top, and then you're good to go.
Perennial Pantry is making a Kernza flour, and like all flours, it has a million uses in the kitchen. Today, Beth is going to show us one incredible use, which is a new Kernza take on shortbread.
I love the flour. It's got flavor. And now Perennial Pantry is doing 2 flours, an all-purpose as well as the pastry flour, which I used here. And it works just like an all-purpose flour, a wheat flour. The difference is you have flavor. There's another slight difference, and that is that it absorbs the fat a little differently. So you really taste the butter in these shortbread bars, and they only have 3 ingredients. It's butter, maple sugar, and the Kernza flour. So easy, comes together in about 5 minutes, and then bakes up really quickly. And I glazed it with elderberry jelly, which again is another perennial plant. And it's wonderful because it's got that tang and it's pretty.
And I've seen some hazelnuts.
There are hazelnuts in there too.
Oh,
exactly.
I'm telling you, I'm smelling it right now. It absolutely smells fantastic. So
we better cut into them, right?
Yes, absolutely. Beth, thank you so much for letting me spend some time with you in the kitchen today and for showing us how very, very easy it is to work with Kernza and come up with absolutely delicious results. So,
thank you.
And thanks everybody for your time today. If you are interested in making any of the recipes that Beth showed us today, they will be available as PDFs, and that will be on the Kernza Cap project site. Thanks for watching.